Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. We are Select Ireland, and today our country focus is South Korea. We'd like to welcome everybody who's here with us live today, and also to those who contacted us who will be watching this webinar online after the event. To start off and to explain a bit about Select Ireland and who we are, first of all, we're going to call on Justin Quinn from CES, who's going to talk a little bit about the Select Group, how we formed, and what our mission is. So Justin, over to you.
Thank you, Patrick. Good morning, everybody in Korea, and wonderful to see you all. And thank you so much for joining us this morning. Just to let you know, it's a lovely morning in Ireland today, lovely and mild. It was 16 degrees coming in this morning, so an unusually warm Wednesday morning in Ireland. So just a huge thank you for you. As Patrick said, I'll just give you a little introduction into how Select came about and why we're here. Before, I suppose, about 6-7 months before COVID, a few of us got together with the idea that, as most of the agents know, when they come to an MEI workshop in Ireland and do a familiarization trip, they're rushed around from school to school and never really get the chance to see what a school is like or how a school is, and spend a bit of quality time in Ireland and getting to see the country properly. So we came up with the idea of getting a group of like-minded schools with the same values and the same sort of strategies and cultures to come together to look at this. And so we set up Select with this in mind. And as we got together and other things began to come up in front, was that, you know, we looked at sort of continuous professional development, not just for the teachers, but also for our front of house teams. We also looked at programs for our administration. So we looked at improving the overall quality of what we can do in the schools in Ireland. And again, we have some great schools in Select. In Galway, we have Bridge Mills and Atlantic. In Dublin, we have Atlas, we have ATC, we have Emerald Cultural Institute, CES. And in Cork, we have ACID with Joelle and Mark Cullen in Cork English College. So we have a great spread of really good quality schools. And we all have the same mission. We all have the same values. And you know, when COVID came along, we started meeting once a week. And so we were a crutch for each other to all lean on. And we were able to exchange information and able to help each other along as we got through COVID. And it's been a really a wonderful organization and grouping to be part of, that we've exchanged information and we've grown as schools, and we've grown. And so moving forward, we see that the idea of Select is that we will be able to do more for the agents, and that the agents that will be working with Select schools will know that if a student needs to move from Galway to Dublin or to Cork, they'll have a quality school that they'll be able to move to within Select. So it's a real privilege and a real honor to welcome you here today. And we're going to have a few presentations for you about the different locations and the different areas that we're represented in. But again, I think what the whole idea of Select is that it's quality schools delivering quality product in an absolutely top quality destination. So thank you all for joining us today, and enjoy the rest of the presentation. So thank you all very much. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you, Justin. That's great. So following on from that, as Justin said, then we have 3 presentations in today's webinar to introduce the 3 Select destinations of Dublin, Cork and Galway as study destinations. And starting and presenting with Dublin as our first destination, we have Ugo from ATC, and he's going to talk a little bit about Dublin, Select schools in Dublin, and Dublin as a study destination.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm just sharing my screen now, so I hope you can all see that. Is that okay? Yeah, great. So as Patrick said, my name is Ugo from ATC Language Schools, and I'm here today to talk to you I think Dublin is one of the leading destinations in the world which to study English. So I thought I'd start off with some simple facts about Ireland. We're A member of the EU since 1973, we have a population of 5.1 million. Our currency is the euro. Obviously, our mother tongue is English. And as of last year, we are the only English-speaking country remaining in the EU. As regards the big issue of the day, COVID, over 93% of the Irish population over the age of 18 are fully vaccinated, which I believe is the highest rate in Europe currently. Dublin itself is the capital city of Ireland. It's located on the east coast. It's the largest city, has a population of about 1.24 million, of which 49% are under 30. So it's a young city. Just to reiterate the 5 select schools in Dublin, and they are Atlas Language School, Emerald Cultural Institute, Horner School of English, Centre of English Studies, and ATC Language Schools. So the English language schools, the select schools are all fully accredited by Quality and Qualifications Ireland and ASOS. We are all MEI schools, so Market English in Ireland, and we are all members of various internationally recognized school associations, including Quality English, YALC, ALTO, and EQUALS. In Ireland, English language teachers in the recognized ELT sector are very highly qualified, and they have to be qualified with a university degree of level 7 on the National Framework of Qualifications, as well as having a recognized English language teaching qualification. There's a full range of English language courses available in Dublin, Galway, and Cork. English courses for adults, professionals, executives, teachers, closed groups, teenagers, families, and children. And I believe Joelle will talk a little bit more detail about these in her presentation. There are also a number of third level and higher education options for students in Dublin. Ireland has the highest level of numbers of students progressing to third level education among European countries. 4 of the 9 national universities in Ireland are based in Dublin, and between them they have 120,000 students enrolled. They are Trinity College, University College Dublin, DCU, and Technological University Dublin. It's a quick overview of some visa information for Korean students. Basically, there are 3 options available. Students can travel for up to 90 days without a visa. For 91 days to 35 weeks, they can register with Immigration Ireland to get an Ireland residence permit. Or they can also get a Stamp 2 visa, which can be renewed twice and allows the student to stay for up to 2 years, as long as they are following a full-time course. They're also allowed to work part-time for 20 hours a week while they're studying, and 40 hours during their holiday period. And as I said, that can be renewed twice online. The number of required documents, obviously your passport, medical insurance, proof of financial support, registration fee, and the school letter of acceptance. So why choose Dublin? Well, access is pretty good. So traveling from Korea to Dublin, there are over 10 airlines that fly via hubs in the Middle East and Europe to Dublin. The airport itself is only 15 minutes from the city centre. 36 airlines fly in and out of it to over 180 destinations. And it is also the HQ for Aer Lingus and Ryanair. The city itself, it's very easy to commute around. There's excellent transport links. The Luas interconnects across the city. The DART train runs along the coast from all the way from Howth to Bray. And there's an excellent network of both Dublin bus routes on all sides of the city. And if you prefer pedal power, you can avail of the Dublin City Bike rental scheme. The quality of life is also very good in the city centre in Dublin. It's ranked 2nd in the world, Ireland is, as the for quality of life in a United Nations study. Only last month, Lonely Planet named Dublin among the top 10 cities in the world to visit in 2022, describing it as down to earth and friendly. There's many green spaces, parks, public gardens, and offers a safe and clean environment for students. There are 2 main accommodation options available for students coming to Ireland, and they are Irish host families. And the host families have a great reputation for their friendliness and warm welcome. In Dublin and Cork, the host families live in the suburbs surrounding the city within easy commuting distance of the city centre. And in Galway, many of the families are even within walking distance of the schools. The second option are student residences, single ensuite rooms. So in recent years, many new modern student residences have been built across the city centre in Dublin, but also in Galway and Cork. The residences are high quality, purpose-built, fully furnished, and centrally located, and are a welcome addition as another accommodation option for English language students. Another reason to choose Dublin is the great social and cultural life. There's lots to see and do. It's a UNESCO City of Literature. There are many museums, galleries, and visitor attractions. There's a thriving, vibrant nightlife in the city as well. There's also a wonderful blend of the historical and contemporary. It's a city with a 1,000-year history, but at the same time has developed as the European hub for many of the world's leading tech companies, including Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, TikTok, Amazon, and many more. Within 30 or 40 minutes of the city centre, there's a whole range of outdoor activities and visitor attractions and things you can do. You can hike in the Wicklow Way, you can go mountain biking in the Dublin Mountains, you can visit the many seaside scenic towns along the coast, including Howth and Bray. And if you're brave enough, you can even go for a swim in the sea. I was going to show a short video to finish up. Hopefully this works.
You might think you know Dublin, but maybe it's time for a closer look. To seek out wild sights in the heart of the city and find stories bold and brave at every turn. Live your days surrounded by surprising treasures and pass through gateways that lift your spirits. Lead to sparkling city nights. There's so much to explore. Keep discovering Dublin.
So that's it really. Thanks for your time. And I hope these are contact details for the schools, and we hope to see your students traveling back to Ireland in 2022. Thank you very much.
Ugo, thank you very much. Well done. That's great. Okay, so we'll move from our first destination to our second destination, and that is to Galway. And this morning we are here with Elvis Sena, who is representing Atlantic Language Dublin Galway, and he's going to talk about Galway as a study destination. So Elvis, over to you.
Thank you, Patrick. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, Korea, I think. And I'm very happy to represent both schools here today. I'm going to share my screen here with you. Perfect. So Galway, was my favorite and still my favorite destination in Ireland because I'm a former student from Atlantic. So I had experienced the process of like doing exchange program, and I'm very happy because over those years that since I moved here in 2018, I had a lot of Korean friends, and it was really nice to engage and to learn about their own culture. But talking about Galway, Galway it's 2.5 hours from Dublin, and it's very easy to get here from Dublin Airport. Your students can either book a private tour or get one of the shuttle buses that will be right in front of them once they leave the Dublin terminal, the Dublin Airport terminal. So either terminal 1 or 2, and they can come in the comfort of the shuttle bus with their Wi-Fi and very safe get here in Galway. Galway is in the west coast of Ireland, and here we have Galway Language Centre, also known as Bridget Mills, and Atlantic Language School, the school that I work since 2018. In 2020, Lonely Planet magazine said that Galway is arguably Ireland's most engaging city, and that's true. Once you visit Galway or your students come to Galway, they will understand this quote and see that people here always care about other people, is always trying to have fun while they're working or studying in Ireland. Galway City, it's a stunning city, and here we can see a few pieces of this like location. In the top we have the Latin Quarter and a few buskers, the musicians on the streets that are very popular, and we also have a few students that also came to Galway to become a buskers and play on the streets and make the live music part of their lives here. Here, a long walk, that's a famous location if you ever have, so the Ed Sheeran's Galway Girl music video, you're gonna recognize this part. Shop Street, that is the heart of Galway City. Everything happens there. Most of the nice pubs and great restaurants are located in this area. Down here we have Milan Castle, that's a famous location and very popular for the students to visit. And in the right here, we have Salt Hill, that's the beach area, and will be very nice if the students want to take a swim or walk into the prom. Coming to the schools, here we have like Atlantic Language School and Galway Language Center, the British Mills, that are very well located in the city center of Galway and not very far from each other, as you can see here in the map. The city center of Galway has almost everything, and as mentioned by Hugo, a few of our host families are in walkable distance from the schools. We have a few others that will be for the comfort of the student, they will prefer to get a bus or cycling, but Galway is a totally walkable city. Here in the left side, we have Atlantic, in front of Cold Station, and very easy to get here. And in the right side, we have British Mills, very close to the Spanish Art as well, and very easy to get there. Both schools has many course options for the whole year. We offer general English, is like in all morning, afternoon, and intensive. We have the academic year program that's very common for non-European students and also for Korean students. This is the program that they can study for 25 weeks and have the right to work in Ireland. We offer IELTS preparation and English for work. And during the summer, we also have like the young adult programs, Cambridge preparation, English for 30 plus, and ourselves and British Mills are part of Select Ireland, MEI, Quality English equals ourselves, and part of the Erasmus Plus funding. When it comes to students coming from Korea, if they decide to take a long-term course, they will probably need support in a few topics, and those are banking account. And all the schools in Galway in Ireland has partnership with Irish banks to help your students to get their Irish bank account. The visa application process that Ugo mentioned, like all the documents, we make sure like in our schools that the student has everything organized to bring to their immigration appointment. In case if they are looking for a job in the period that will be here, we also offer job clubs, workshop, and general information about job search in Ireland. If they decide to stay longer than the period of 2 years as an English student, we also have partnership with great universities in Ireland and a lot of information about the college pathway, and we'll be very glad to help them to choose a university, Irish university here. Galway is famous for the festivals that happen here, and I'm going to highlight just 3 that you can see the photos here. The most popular and the one that we have received more people from all over Ireland and from abroad is the Galway races, the Galway horse races that you can see here in the left. Also, we have the Galway International Arts Festival that happened in July. And it's really, really popular for people coming from all over the world to engage with the with the exhibitions, the shows, the plays that will take place in Galway, and every year become bigger and bigger. And this is part of the parade that they offer in Shop Street. Every year they have something special to offer. Here on the right top will be Galway Christmas Market, that we are very happy to have it back this year after all this craziness that we live it. And it's really popular because like bring a lot of lights, happiness for the city, and a lot of job opportunities for during the Christmas period. Talking about job opportunities and right to work in Ireland, at the moment the minimum salary is $10.50 per hour in Ireland. All the students has the right to work 20 hours per week during the school period, but during the summer period and the Christmas period they can work up to 40 hours per week. The summer period goes from May to September every year, and the Christmas periods go from December 15 to January 15. The employment opportunities can change a lot, and I will like just give a nice a quick overview here. When the students arrive here with like low English level, the basic opportunities that they will have will be in hospitality and service, work in restaurants, bars, hotels, delivery service. But we also have a lot of opportunity once they shouldn't reach the right level of English to apply if they're like if their degree are in nursery, and or if they like are interested in apply for tech companies. We also have pharmaceutical companies. Marketing management is something that is growing and even more in Ireland all the time, and also office and administration service always need like great employees. A few key facts about traveling, like in Ireland, all the cities are very prepared with the B&B hostels, and when the students are coming here, we also have great host families and student residents. We offer transfer for all the airports in Ireland. The most popular ones for people coming to Galway will be Dublin Airport, Shannon, or Knock, but if they decide to arrive through Cork Airport, it's not a problem. We can manage to pick them there. If they want to enjoy during the weekend traveling inside Ireland, they will have the rail service and the bus service that work very well and can bring them almost everywhere in a few hours time. In Galway, we also have, as I mentioned, partnership with universities. And here you can see our two big national universities that will be NUID and GMIT. A little bit more of trips. If the students decide to visit something interesting during the weekend, all the school have the options that they can book trips at reception. So they will have the time to visit the Cliffs of Moher, Kilmore Abbey, Diamond Hill, and Connemara. Aran Island, and here you can see a beautiful picture of the natural pool and Aran Island. Before I finish, I just want to show you a small video with like to bring the idea of how Galway happened like over the year with all the colors and music. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. If you want to get to know more about our schools, you can either email myself or Patrick and Gawa Language Century. Thank you.
Elvis, thank you. Well done. Thank you for presenting Galway. Okay, and so we travel south then to our final presentation today. Probably our best presentation, Joel, would you agree, for Cork? So we're going to go to ACET in Cork, and Joel, I'll hand over to you and take it from here.
Hi, perfect, thank you. Just 2 moments. Can you see that? No. Okay,
Yeah,
so can you see that? Is everything okay?
Everything's perfect, yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Joelle Code, and I'm the Managing Director at ACET in the beautiful south of Ireland in Cork. There are 2 schools in Cork, which we work closely together. There's ourselves, Active Centre of English Training, and then Mark Cullen in Cork English College, CEC. So welcome to Cork. Cork is Ireland's gateway to Europe's finest maritime history and has the 2nd largest natural harbour in the world. Ireland's fun-loving, independent-minded city is known to locals as the real capital, not as suggested by Ugo, who claims Dublin is the capital. We are built on a series of islands, and this ancient merchant city is steeped in history and has a rich artistic culture. Cork Compact City Centre is a busy shopping district with mainstream and local boutiques. And with a relatively small population of approximately 200,000, it provides all the conveniences of the city in a safe and friendly environment where students can learn and interact with local people. According to the Lonely Planet Travel Guide, Cork City is one of the top 10 cities in the world to visit. So here, as Ugo already mentioned, and Elvis, just the visa information. So before 90 days, no visa required, up to 25 weeks to register with the IRP. All select schools offer support. We provide the documents required, such as medical insurance and a school letter. And then for students staying up to 2 years, you can renew your visa 2 times. And again, we help and assist everybody along the way. So there are many ways to travel to Ireland and to Cork. You can travel to Dublin with many different airlines or via different cities in the EU, such as Amsterdam, Paris, Madrid. There are many flights from London, and you can travel directly to Dublin. You can take the Air Coach or the Go Bus, which goes from outside the Dublin Airport Terminal building and travel direct to Cork City Centre. I have a short video here. Sorry, I need to go back. Which is from our tourism board, Pure Cork. So you can see there how beautiful Cork was and is. I think you can agree with all three videos from Dublin, Galway and Cork that Ireland truly is a stunning place. So from buzzing streets and vibrant festivals to unforgettable landscapes, there are so many places to visit in Cork County that are brimming with Irish culture, old and new. You can experience its dramatic coastal landscapes, historical treasures and spectacular islands. You can see here to the right, Inchydonny Beach in Clonakilty, County Cork, which has been named the best beach in Ireland in TripAdvisor's 2019 Traveller's Choice Award for beaches. So as previously mentioned, Cork is a vibrant city. It has a fabulous nightlife and we have many festivals throughout the year. We have currently going on the Cork Film Festival. There has been Culture Night, the Cork Folk Festival, the Cork Choral Festival, St. Patrick's Day Festival, the Life Learning Programme that runs every year, and then just recently the Cork Jazz Festival, which is very, very popular. And these are just to name a few. So programs we as select schools offer for all students and all ages. There are the adult and junior programs. For adult programs, we have standard and intensive English, business English. There's obviously the study and work programs available, university pathway programs, examination programs such as Cambridge, IELTS, OET, TOEIC, TIE, TOLS, corporate training, teacher training programs, where we offer CLIL, TKT, 21st century English methodology. We offer specialist English such as aviation, medical, military, English for nurses. That would just to name a few. And then we have the senior program, which are for students who are 50 plus. Then our junior programs. So the schools in Select Ireland offer English and multi-activity, English with football with Valencia and Juventus, then English and rugby with the Munster and Leinster Rugby, English and filmmaking, English and journalism, there's English and horse riding, English music, English and water sports, English and STEM. Most of the schools in Select Ireland offer high school programs, which would be the full year to maybe perhaps try out a 4th or 5th year where students would like to take the time out and be totally sucked into the English environment speaking in mixed with Irish students. Then we offer winter school groups and mini stay programs. International examinations are available in all Select schools. Many schools are Cambridge English accredited. We offer language cert, ETS, which is the TOEIC, IELTS, OET, Trinity College London, and then LinguaSchool, just to name a few. So I'd like to thank you for listening and we hope to see you soon. You can get our information or email with ACET. You can contact us at info@acetireland.ie and then Cork English College at marketing@corkenglishcollege.ie. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joelle. Joelle, thank you very much. Well done. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Just wondering if anybody had any questions for us on today's event. Anything you need to know? The information that we've recorded here will be available on the Select YouTube channel after this event, so you'll be able to rewatch it or reuse the presentations that we've given you today with your students. And I'll send you an email later today once that presentation is online. And you'll also be able to see on the Select YouTube website the other country-focused webinars that we've done, including Japan, Mexico, and other destinations. So I'll send you a link to those after today's event. Okay, I'd like to say thanks to everybody for coming along today, and thanks to the Select Schools, Atlantic Language, Galway. Elvis, thank you for your presentation. Myself, Galway Language Centre, ATC in Dublin. Ugo, thank you for your presentation. Atlas School in Dublin, Emerald Cultural Institute, Centre of English Studies. Justin, thank you for your opening comments. Corner School in Dublin. ACET, Joelle, thank you for your presentation in Cork and Cork English College. I'd also like to say thank you to Hye Young Chung at Enterprise Ireland, South Korea, who helped me with today's event. I'll be circulating a copy of today's webinar to her also. For those who are watching not live, please feel free to contact us at Select Ireland if you have any questions or any follow-up, or contact the individual schools within the Select group, and we look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks, everybody.